What if cleaning your home didn't have to leave you aching, tired, or frustrated? Imagine waking up, looking around your living space, and instead of dreading the chores ahead, you feel calm knowing there are easier ways to get it done. Across the US, more and more seniors are discovering simple but powerful methods that make cleaning lighter, faster, and surprisingly pain-free. These aren't expensive gadgets or complicated routines. They're practical tricks anyone can use, even if arthritis, sore joints, or just low energy make housework feel impossible. Picture wiping down your counters without bending, or finishing a task in minutes instead of hours, all while saving your strength for the things you actually enjoy. This video will show you exactly how it's possible. And stick around, because the last trick is the one most people say completely transforms not just their cleaning routine, but the way they feel about their home. Meet Inez Harrington, a 72-year-old retired librarian from a quiet town in Ohio. For more than 3 decades, she lived among books, the soft rustle of pages, the joy of organizing shelves, and the magic of sharing stories. Even now, her home reflects that love. Classic novels stacked neatly, cherished teacups on display, and cozy corners perfect for reading. But while her heart is full of memories, her body tells another story. Arthritis crept in slowly, first in her fingers, then her knees. Simple tasks, wiping counters, sweeping corners, scrubbing dishes, became painful battles. Each chore left her exhausted, sometimes aching for hours. She would look at the dust on her shelves or dishes in the sink and feel a knot of frustration. She loved her home, but it was starting to slip out of her control. One afternoon, she confided, "It feels like my house is winning and I'm losing. I don't want to spend my golden years trapped in this cycle of pain." It wasn't laziness. She wanted to care for her space. She simply lacked the energy her old routines demanded. So she searched for another way. What if there's a smarter, easier path? She wondered. And to her surprise, there was. Small, practical tricks that didn't require expensive tools or endless energy began to change everything. Within weeks, her home felt lighter, clutter more manageable, and her confidence stronger. Her story is more than cleaning. It's about reclaiming dignity, independence, and joy. And her story might sound like your story. Trick 1. The one-touch method. If you live with arthritis, sore joints, or even just low energy, one of the biggest frustrations is wasting your strength on tasks that could be simpler. That's where the one-touch method comes in. A small change in the way you handle clutter that saves not just minutes, but hours of effort across the week. Here's the idea. Never pick something up twice. The moment you lift it, it should be on its way to its final destination. No more shuffling the same magazine from the coffee table to the couch, and then later to the hallway, and finally to the shelf. No more stacking dishes on the counter just to move them again into the sink. Every extra movement adds strain to your body, especially if your hands are stiff or your back aches from bending. Inez, for example, started using a rolling basket with a handle. Each morning, she places it in the main room of her home. As she moves about, anything that doesn't belong in that room goes straight into the basket. One touch, one motion. At the end of her day, she simply wheels the basket into the next room and puts everything where it belongs. Instead of making 20 painful trips back and forth, she makes one calm, controlled sweep. The beauty of this trick is how flexible it is. Some people use a laundry basket with soft handles. Others use a small rolling cart which doubles as support for balance. It doesn't matter what tool you choose. The key is the mindset. Handle it once. Save your body from unnecessary stress. And here's the part that surprises many seniors. The one-touch method doesn't just reduce pain, it also reduces mental fatigue. No more nagging thought in the back of your head saying, "I'll deal with that later." You've already done it. That little boost of completion frees your mind and lifts your mood. Now imagine this multiplied over days and weeks. Less clutter, less bending, less wasted energy. Just a simple flow of action that keeps your home tidy without leaving you drained. Do you already use a catch-all basket? Or will you try this one-touch method? Share your answer in the comments. We'd love to learn from each other's ideas. Trick 2, the 5-minute zone sweep. One of the toughest challenges of cleaning as we age isn't just the physical strain, it's the mental weight of looking around and thinking, where do I even start? That feeling alone can be heavier than any mop or broom. The 5-minute zone sweep is Inez's solution to that problem, and it quickly became her go-to habit. Here's how it works. Instead of tackling an entire room, break your home into small, manageable zones. A zone could be as simple as the coffee table, the kitchen sink, the nightstand by your bed, or even just the entryway. Pick one, Set a timer for 5 minutes and focus only on that area. No guilt about what's left undone, no pressure to keep going, just 5 minutes of effort. The brilliance of this method is its simplicity. 5 minutes feels achievable, even on days when energy is low. And completing one tiny zone brings instant results. A clear surface, a dust-free corner, or a sparkling sink creates visible progress that tells your brain, I'm moving forward. Inez recalls her first attempt. She only cleaned her coffee table, wiped it down, stacked her books neatly, and placed her remote in order. When she stepped back, she smiled for the first time in weeks. It felt like a little victory, she said. And that small win gave me confidence again. The best part? 5 minutes often leads to more. Once the timer rings, you might find yourself naturally moving to the next task. But even if you stop, you've already succeeded. That one clean zone will make the whole room feel lighter, and you'll carry the pride of accomplishment with you the rest of the day. Think of your home not as a mountain to climb, but as a collection of little steps. 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, and soon, those small victories begin to transform your whole space. Have you ever tried breaking chores into short time limits? Share your experience in the comments. You might encourage someone who feels overwhelmed to finally take that first step. Trick 3, the microwave steam secret. Some chores look small but feel like battles, and the microwave is one of the worst offenders. Splattered food, sticky stains, and stubborn grime can turn a 5-minute job into an exhausting task, especially when stiff wrists or sore joints make scrubbing painful. That's why Inez swears by her magic bowl, a simple steam trick that does the hard work for you. Here's how it works. Fill a microwave-safe bowl with water and add a few slices of lemon. Place it in the microwave and heat for about 3 minutes. As the water boils, the steam loosens every crusted splatter inside, while the lemon adds a fresh scent and cuts through grease. When the timer dings, there's no need to scrub. Just wipe the inside with a cloth or sponge, and the grime slides right off. No chemicals, no scraping, and most importantly, no wrist pain. Inez remembers the first time she tried it. For years, she dreaded opening her microwave door because it meant battling dried-on stains that left her arms aching. But with this trick, she lifted out the bowl, wiped the walls clean, and smiled. It was the first time I cleaned my microwave without tears in my eyes, she said. That victory reminded her that the smartest cleaning isn't about working harder. It's about working smarter. This method also saves money and avoids harsh cleaners that can irritate skin or leave strong chemical smells behind. Many seniors love it because it feels natural and simple, like going back to basics. Just water, citrus, and a little patience. And here's a bonus. If you don't have lemons, a splash of vinegar works just as well. The steam loosens even the toughest buildup. Cleaning doesn't have to feel like a struggle. With little secrets like this, it can be quick, easy, and even refreshing. Have you tried the microwave steam trick? Comment yes if you'll be testing it this week. You might be surprised at how effortless it feels. Trick 4, the long-handled helper. One of the biggest challenges seniors face is how much bending, stretching, and reaching takes out of the body. A simple act, dusting a shelf, wiping a window, or sweeping under the couch, can leave you sore for days if stiff joints or a tender back are involved. That's where the long-handled helper comes in. Tools designed to extend your reach and lighten your workload, so you can clean comfortably without risking injury. Inez learned this lesson after one too many painful afternoons struggling to dust her living room shelves. Each reach left her wincing, and the next morning she'd wake up with a stiff back and swollen hands. Eventually she tried a lightweight, extendable duster, and the difference was immediate. With one simple glide, she could sweep dust from ceiling corners, fan blades, and tall bookshelves without climbing or crouching. For the first time I cleaned without bending or crying from the pain, she said with relief. The beauty of this trick is its versatility. Long-handled dusters and mops are easy to find, but you can also create your own hacks. Inez wrapped a microfiber cloth around her Swiffer and secured it with elastic bands, turning it into a tool that reached baseboards and under furniture. No kneeling required. Some seniors even attach sponges or scrub pads to simple extension poles, creating custom tools that fit their exact needs. The key is to keep these tools lightweight. Heavy vacuums or bulky mops only drain your energy before the job is done. By choosing featherlight, collapsible options, you save your strength while still enjoying the satisfaction of a clean home. The long-handled helper isn't just about convenience. It's about independence and safety. No more step stools, no more dangerous stretches, no more fear of falling just to reach that stubborn spot. With the right tool, you stay grounded, steady, and pain-free. What's the one spot in your home that feels impossible to reach? Share it in the comments. You might pick up a clever hack from someone who's solved the same problem. Trick 5. The morning energy window. One of the most overlooked secrets to easier cleaning isn't about tools or products. It's about timing. As we age, our bodies develop natural rhythms. Some moments of the day are filled with energy and mobility, while others bring stiffness, fatigue, or brain fog. Learning to work with your body instead of against it can make cleaning feel less like a battle and more like a gentle routine. For Inez, the difference came in the mornings. She noticed that after a night's rest, her joints were less swollen and her mind felt clearer. The aches and stiffness that crept in later in the day weren't as strong yet. So instead of waiting until afternoon to start her chores, she shifted her approach. She brewed her favorite cup of tea, enjoyed the quiet stillness of the morning, and then spent just 5 minutes tidying up a small zone. Sometimes it was her reading chair and side table. Other times it was rinsing a few dishes or giving her sink a quick wipe. Those early victories became the foundation of her day. By tackling her cleaning during her energy window, Inez no longer felt behind or overwhelmed. She started her mornings with both accomplishment and peace of mind. Even if the rest of the day didn't go as planned, she could look around her home and see progress. It was like giving myself a little gift before the day even started, she said. The beauty of this trick is that everyone's energy window is different. For many seniors, mornings are the easiest time, when joints are looser and concentration is sharper. But for others, it might be late morning after medication has taken effect, or early evening when the house feels calmer. The point isn't to force yourself into someone else's schedule, it's to pay attention to your body and honor its natural rhythm. By aligning cleaning with your best energy time, you'll not only reduce pain and strain, you'll also make chores feel less like a burden. You'll finish faster with less effort and still have energy left for the hobbies, conversations, and joys that matter most. So when is your best time of day? Let us know in the comments. You might discover that others share the same rhythm, or you might inspire someone who's still trying to find their perfect window. Trick 6, the music and motion trick. Cleaning doesn't always have to feel like work. It can actually bring joy and even serve as gentle exercise when paired with something almost everyone loves, music. That's the heart of the music and motion trick. Lifting your spirits, keeping your body active, and turning chores into moments of light-hearted fun. Inez discovered this by accident. One rainy afternoon, she felt too sluggish to do her usual 5-minute sweep. Instead of forcing herself, she put on her favorite Frank Sinatra record. As Fly Me to the Moon filled the room, her mood shifted. Without thinking, she picked up her duster, swayed to the rhythm, and began moving. What started as a chore became a dance. She dusted shelves, tapped her foot, hummed along, and by the time the record ended, she had cleaned more in 20 minutes than she usually managed in an hour, without ever feeling like she was working. Music is powerful because it connects to memory and emotion. For many seniors, hearing Motown hits, gospel hymns, classic rock, or old country ballads brings back moments of youth, family gatherings, and even first dances. Those memories don't just spark nostalgia, they energize you in the present. The rhythm encourages natural motion, swaying, bending, tapping, that doubles as safe, light exercise. You're not just cleaning your home, you're also keeping your body engaged in a joyful way. It also fights loneliness. Cleaning in silence can feel isolating, but music fills the house with life. Tasks feel less like burdens and more like opportunities to reconnect with meaningful moments. The beauty of this trick is that it works with any taste. Elvis, Aretha Franklin, the Beatles, or even your favorite church choir. Let those sounds carry you. Fold laundry while humming, or sweep the floor to something upbeat. Inez put it best. When the music starts, the pain fades, and suddenly I'm not just cleaning, I'm enjoying myself. What's the one song that always gets you moving? Share it in the comments. Your favorite tune could become someone else's new cleaning anthem. Trick 7, the sit-down shine. Not every cleaning task requires standing, bending, or walking around the house. Yet many seniors still push themselves to do chores on their feet, only to end up drained, sore, or unsteady. The sit-down shine flips that idea around, bringing the cleaning to you, instead of you chasing chores across the house. Inez discovered this by accident while folding laundry. She dropped into her favorite chair with the basket beside her and began folding clothes right on her lap. To her surprise, it worked beautifully. She was comfortable, her back was supported, and her hands could focus without extra strain. From that day forward, she created what she now calls her sit-down cleaning station. In her kitchen, Inez placed a sturdy stool near the counter. From there, she could sit while wiping appliances, polishing silverware, or organizing drawers. She even kept a small tray with clothes, gloves, and a spray bottle, so she didn't need to get up repeatedly. By turning her stool into a command center, she cut her standing time in half while still enjoying the satisfaction of a clean space. The sit-down shine isn't about doing less, it's about doing smarter. Many older adults feel guilty if they can't keep up the way they used to. But sitting while cleaning doesn't mean you're giving up. It means you're respecting your body while still caring for your home. Folding laundry, sorting mail, dusting small items, or even prepping vegetables for dinner, all can be done comfortably while seated. Inez said it best. Once I gave myself permission to sit, I stopped dreading chores. I actually looked forward to them, because I knew I wouldn't end up in pain. That simple shift gave her back confidence and control. Your home should never feel like an enemy, and your chores should never drain your joy. With a comfortable chair or a movable stool, you can shine your home while protecting your energy. Have you tried creating a sit-down station for chores? If not, choose one task this week to move to a chair. You may be surprised at how much easier it feels. When Inez first began this journey, her home felt like a battlefield. Every dust cloth, every dish, every pile of clutter reminded her of the limits her body was placing on her. Arthritis and fatigue had turned ordinary chores into painful obstacles, leaving her drained and defeated. But step by step, trick by trick, something began to change. With the one-touch method, she saved her hands and her strength. With the 5-minute zone sweep, she found victories that built her confidence. The microwave steam secret showed her that cleaning didn't have to mean scrubbing until her wrists ached. The long-handled helper gave her reach without pain, while the morning energy window taught her to work with her body instead of against it. Adding music brought joy back into her routine, and the sit-down shine gave her permission to clean in comfort. Each of these small adjustments added up to something powerful, transformation. Where she once saw exhaustion, she now sees energy. Where she once felt defeated by her own home, she now feels in control of it again. Her chores no longer drain her spirit. They support her dignity and independence. And here's the truth. Inez's story isn't just about her. It's a reminder to every senior, every person battling pain, and every soul who feels overwhelmed by daily life that there are ways forward. You don't have to surrender your comfort or your pride. You can adapt. You can thrive. As Inez said herself, "My home finally feels like it belongs to me again." So let this be your takeaway. Your home should lift you up, not wear you down. With the right mindset and a few clever adjustments, even the hardest chores can become lighter, easier, and maybe even joyful. If these tricks gave you hope, don't keep them to yourself. Hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and share this video with someone you know who deserves easier days and a lighter load. Together, we can spread smarter ways of aging better. And now we'd love to hear from you. Which trick will you try first? Drop your answer in the comments. We read every single one, and your story might inspire someone else who needs encouragement today.